Before we start, we just want to say a big thank you to Parv, our latest patron. Your help keeps the show going, so thank you. And find out how you can support Toon Jam at the end of the show. Yeah, go.
Toon Jam, welcome to Toon Jam, hello.
What?
Welcome to Toon Jam
What are you?
in the system.
What are you doing?
For Reboot. Toon Jam, like a robot voice. Toon Jam,
What is that supposed to be?
Toon Jam.
No.
Just like I'm in a computer.
No, that's not in the show, you know.
No, I know, I've watched it. I didn't know how. Well, they just talk normally, don't they?
Yeah.
Toon Jam.
Toon Jam. Toon Jam.
Hello, and welcome to Toon Jam.
Toon Jam.
My name is Matt
And
Reed.
I am.
Oh, you cut to my AC.
Sorry, you go again.
My name is Matt.
And I am. You go.
No. My name's Matt Reed. And who are you?
And I am Jay.
Good to know.
Well,
And this is J-Man. Today, we are talking about Reboot. Do you remember Reboot? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. It was, get this,
Whoa.
the world's first ever half-hour completely computer animated series.
Yes.
For TV.
Oh,
That's what it says.
that's impressive.
Still, actually,
It is really good.
It was actually impressive. Something I always thought was I always thought I'd read somewhere or I'd heard somewhere that it was cut off fairly early because it was so high budget, but
That was a
it
lot.
actually ran for 4 seasons
Yeah.
from 94 to 2001 because it had little extra bit like one-offs as well and stuff. Actually, that's a very long time.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was running that long.
No, I didn't even know it was still on in 2001.
Maybe it was just, I don't know, maybe it wasn't in this country, but
That's a
Yeah.
good run.
that is a good run.
Whoever spoke to you was a liar.
Was a liar.
Mm.
I'm sure I read it, that's what's weird. So, I don't know, but that's a long time.
Just no one.
Yeah, so Reboot is about some
They're
No.
sprites, aren't they?
sprites in a computer.
Yeah.
They're in like, are they in the internet or
Yeah, they're in
something?
the internet.
They're in the internet and just living their life. And then every now and again, the games come along, and they have to get involved to save. If they lose, if the user wins the game, it destroys that bit of their city. Very harmful.
Yeah, destructive game.
Just what kind of message is that sending about gaming?
That's it.
What do we do?
It's
Ruin
deadly.
lives.
It's deadly.
It's a Canadian produced show.
Mhm.
A lot of animations were back then, probably still are. But yeah, it's I'm still just reading from how long it was on for. It really surprised me.
When did it start?
94.
94.
And I remember being young when it was on
Yeah, yeah.
because I had some little toys for it.
Yeah, me too. I had the bob with the glider.
Yeah, I had the Enzo, is it, the kid?
Yeah.
With the dog.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but then it was going until 2001.
That's mental.
Definitely wasn't seeing all of them.
No.
They did a couple of versions, like not versions, little specials afterwards, and I think each series had like it was like V 2.0, V 3.0 for
right.
each series,
Nice.
and they looked different
Keeping
and
with the
stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, first ever CG series.
That's
And let me tell you something, it shows.
You do
Oh,
not
boy.
lie. Yes.
It does show from the get-go.
Yeah.
It's dated,
Mm.
but under the circumstances, it's forgivable.
Very good. Yeah.
It's sort of, you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah.
Fairly
yeah.
quickly, and it's for say it's sort of sometimes that I'm sitting there and I'm like, actually, it's not that bad for saying. But then every now and again, it's like, or a lot of drama is ruined by what you're visually seeing by
it's
this
impaired
nonsense.
by the
Yeah, which I'm sure will come up throughout the episode. But yeah, it's quite dated. But the concept's cool.
And the concept itself is far ahead of its time.
Yeah, well, it's almost like they took Tron, and then that's sort of for an older age of gaming, and they were like, what do we do now? And they made it completely different. It's a good idea because every time a game lands, you can do a different game as well.
That's true.
And they actually have to play the game. So in this, it's like Star Wars, isn't it? In this episode, flying about and bombing stuff, and it's just a really cool concept.
Yeah.
And they've got their own little cool diner that they hang around in, and
it's like the whole internet concept though as well. Like the internet was its infancy. I mean, over here we didn't really get a lot of, like, no one really had the internet until the late 90s. Like, and so I mean, like, when you look at the amount of stuff that they put into this, just some of the stuff that they talk about, they drop loads of little hints of just like tech talk and stuff like that would have completely
just
blown
some
over
of their names,
anyone's heads. Yeah.
Like the main female, her name's Dot Matrix, isn't it?
Like the villain's Megabyte. And stuff.
Megabyte. I know it's not like, whoa, how did they think of it? But if it is like,
but you wouldn't have known what a megabyte was in '94.
Not back then, no.
You'd have been
especially
like,
as kids.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like almost introducing you to making it interesting.
Some of the stuff in here, like, I only knew about like 5 years ago.
What's like, and as well, like the guy, like the villain's a virus.
Yeah.
As well, isn't he?
And you wouldn't have understood what that was.
No.
Like, I think it would have been more popular if it came out recently. Cause like
I think it's
with more people knowing what
it's
the
one
internet
of those
was
shows.
about.
Yeah, because it's one of those shows that people remember, but that it's like, oh yeah, like that kind of show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that show actually. It's not like, you know, Rugrats or something. Where it's just
everyone's
like,
yeah,
obviously. Yeah, I know that exists. Why tell me that exists?
Yeah, I am Rugrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Or like The Simpsons, where you're like, well, it's still on, mate.
Yeah. Still going.
Yeah. This is.
I watched it. I watched it.
Reboot.
I'm watching it now. Move out of the way.
And you're like, look, mate. It's the first ever CG TV series going.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah.
So we start. We watched episode 1. Should probably mention that.
Yeah.
Episode 1. Does it have a name? Didn't see it.
What's the thing called? That it's like a. It's not the shard. It's like
a rift or something.
Shred.
No, tear.
The tearing.
The tearing.
The tearing.
Is that what it's called? Definitely. Yeah. The tearing. So this is a tear, to which can create a portal to the supercomputer.
Yeah.
Which is what powers. It's basically the main port for the internet.
Yeah. Which is in itself a concept that you'd been like, what?
So the main character.
Yeah.
Robert Bobbington. He's some sort of special.
I think they're all sprites, but I think he's new.
He's like a guardian. What do they call him? A guardian.
Yeah, the guardian
program or something. And so he's like the best one. Everyone else is like green, aren't they?
Yeah.
They got a green skin. He's got like purple
he's
skin.
Like a bluey
and silver hair.
Yeah.
But like chrome hair.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
Yeah, that is, and it looks weird because obviously
it looks whack.
the effects.
I mean, it looks like he looks dead 90s, doesn't he? He's like a Backstreet Boy.
Yeah, he looks like he's in a boy band.
Yeah, big time. And he's got this cool hoverboard, which is like a disc for each foot with this precarious
middle
rod.
bit that was like, oh no, Bob.
You've definitely fallen off that. That stinks of failure. So Bob's your main character, and he's a bit headstrong. Do you know what? He reminded me a lot of Link in the Legend of Zelda cartoon. Yeah, it was just he was a fraction of way from saying, "Excuse me, Dot Matrix." he just the same character.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
He is the evolution of Link.
That's it. And now he's in a video game-esque thing.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
So yeah, that's where that came from.
Yeah. So he's the kind of go-to guy for any time a game drops. He's basically like
he's the winner.
He's the one that's going to win.
Yeah, he's your hero. You've got Dot Matrix, who is actually the one that's good at stuff.
Yeah.
From this episode, she's the one that like saves his hide every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because he's too busy being like, yeah, I'm the sickest at this, and I'm actually not, because she's better than me. Like, I'm sure at one point when they're in this game, this Star Wars game, there's this massive like mothership. So if you imagine a Star Destroyer, and they're like, oh no, the mothership, and she just one bombs it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've got it,
Boom.
and it explodes in one hit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, that took the tension out of that situation. Thank you for that. But she's always saving him. There's this kid, Enzo, who's just a kid that hangs around and gets himself into trouble, I guess.
He's just, he seems to be loving life at the minute. Like,
it's his dog, am I correct?
I think so, yeah.
And the dog, I don't remember the dog's name, but the dog just...
He was in the doorway.
He was in the doorway and made Bob climb in through the window.
Yeah.
So...
it's just the happenings.
It's just, all's going on. And then you've got Megabyte, the villain. Let's talk about Megabyte. He's a virus. He looks a lot different. He's like futuristic robot.
It's very sharp.
Very sharp edges. Slopey head. He's pretty cool.
He is quite cool. Yeah, he's got like a skull emblem on his chest.
Yeah, he's got a very villainous voice.
Yeah, big jaw. For some reason, he reminds me of Fraiser's brother from Frasier. I don't know why.
Niles.
Niles, yeah. I don't know why he reminds me of Niles Crane.
Yeah.
But
he is Niles Crane as villain in Reboot.
Yeah. But yeah, he's very dangerous because not only is he's just got.
He's trying to get into the supercomputer so he can spread his virus. He's a bit like a mafia.
Yeah, he is very much like he has actually got a mafia plan.
He pretty much owns the town, trying to get Bob to work for him, isn't he? And Bob's like, no way, and he's like, well, you'll be sorry. And he seems like a legit villain. You sold on him being.
He sends some guys to mash up the diner, doesn't he?
Yeah, these two like twin robots, aren't they? They're just exactly the same but two different colours.
Yeah.
And everything they talk all the time at the same time. I thought that was really funny. Like that's the first thing you see into it. Like they're chasing him, and he beats them because they're just a pair of foolish lackeys. The ultimate setup for future premises. But I thought they were quite funny.
They were quite funny.
That's a good bit of. It's weird as well. The voice acting in this is very. It's like half and half. Half of it I was impressed with. Half of it was like, this is so dud. Like the background guys are really crap. Like, hey, it's like clearly some guy. Oh, have you tried using this? Because it's obvious. I don't know. They must have spent all their budget on the computer stuff.
Definitely,
which probably is the case. But your main. Well, I mean, Bob. Depends how much you like Link, but that's that.
Probably not a lot if you watch the series.
I thought Megabyte was really cool.
Yeah, Megabyte.
His voice was like. Good voice to use.
I think in this one as well, it's especially unnerving because he looks dangerous, but within 5 minutes, Bob and Megabyte are like on a lift together, like going down somewhere, and it's just like.
Well, this is what he's like this sort of like mafia boss, Lex Luthor type character,
exactly.
Where he owns all sorts and
he's just got sinister plans. Like
he seems smart, legit
he's got
smart.
Like an army waiting.
Yeah, big time army of people that like these little robots that I thought, oh man, because there's only 2 robots repeated for his whole army. But then those 2 robots are also repeated throughout the city. So I guess they're just normal people.
Yeah, I guess
they're like little working parts of the computer or something. But yeah, that was. But there's a few bits sort of. The trouble is the animation. With it being something that is so easily dated. Now you get videos that anyone can make with that kind of crappy CG because it doesn't cost that much now to make that are funny because they're so crap, and this sort of has that.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit
like you sort of laughing at it almost straight away.
Well, there's a bit at the end, isn't there, where it looks like they've killed Megabyte, dropped him down this hole, and then all of a sudden he starts doing this weird climb up the wall where he's like running on all fours. Yeah, and it's just it made me laugh because it was so bad.
It just looks terrible.
That and it's sort of the tension's just gone because of how stupid it looks. But again, it's like you've got to respect for when it was made.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that they did it because you have to have the crap ones to make the good ones. And as well, at the time, it wasn't crap.
No.
It wasn't. You have to constantly look at it like that, don't you? So, so Megabyte's trying to get Bob to work for him because he wants to get into the supercomputer, and he's got this in his facility. but Bob's not really sure. Well, this is before that. Bob's like, because doesn't he stops him from getting into the game, doesn't he? Megapie does, and then it levels apart of the city.
Yeah, just completely.
So Bob goes to this sensei bot.
Yeah.
Who's like this weird. He makes him play a game of Pong.
Yeah, he has to
speaks
get
to him.
Pong for enlightenment. Yeah.
And to be fair, they made Pong look good.
We did.
That was a Tron moment where I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
it was like air hockey or something. Wasn't it? But,
Yeah.
You know,
Full
real.
body. Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose tennis, but more fun. And
yeah, good tennis. So yeah, he seeks him. So he's like, oh, I don't know. Megapie.
Gives him wisdom, like Miyagi wisdom.
Yeah.
Like racial stereotype Miyagi wisdom.
Definitely. Yeah.
Hardcore.
I'm sure his name's like Fong as well.
Yeah, it's Fong. That's what it's. So and he says, you must remember, people in this city work together, do everything together. That's how you'll beat him.
That's it.
And he's like, okay, I'll make sure I tell the others first. And then he goes straight to Megapie. He's like, I can do it on my own. I'm a guardian bot.
Yeah.
Whatever. And that's when sort of he ends up in a game. Luckily, Dot finds out. She goes to help him.
Yeah.
They both end up in the game. And they play Star Wars.
That's it. It reminded me of Lilac Wars quite a lot.
Yeah,
like the asteroids and stuff, and just the way that they flew and the way that they flew away at the end.
Yeah,
it was all very like
It was I mean, it's proper video game.
Yeah.
Gamey, and you know at the time, so it was what 94. When's the N64 out?
It's 96. Yeah, I think.
So.
Just predating.
Yeah. So it was. This is when they were starting to take off.
Yeah. Even
more. I mean, they obviously were already because if Tron's being made, then everyone's happy to watch it. But we're getting more advanced, so the ideas can come in a bit more.
That's it.
But and then it ends and he beats him. That's
pretty much
spoiler alert.
Yeah.
So he beats him, but he gets rid of the rift, doesn't he? And then it kind of sets the premise up for future episodes. I mean, what the music? Sorry, I'm in my head a bit, but the music was weird because they computerized the music.
Yeah.
But not to a good. And I can't even imagine it was good then.
Yeah, I think it was. Just
I remember
meant
the
to
theme
go
tune
with
when it came on. I was like, I recognise this. Dun, 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 or something like that. And that sounded a bit like Starfoxy almost.
Yeah.
And but throughout the episode it was a bit dud, a bit whack. But I suppose it fits.
Yeah, it's supposed to fit the thing. I think that's the problem, is that like they try. It was weird because it was futuristic at the time, but like they were using very quickly dated stuff to do everything. So it's like we have to make it fit with itself, and it did. But that means it's got about the expiration date of about 6 months.
That's the trouble, isn't it? When you try to, the trouble is with breaking grounds and stuff. You aren't going to be around for long because someone else is going to do it. Yeah. And unless you do something that, can stand. And obviously, if you're creating, I don't know, the new monster cartoon. Yeah. Say. Going off last week's, if you create the new one of them, then all you have to do is, all other people can do is make more monster. But when it's technology,
that's it.
It's like, well, it's not going to be viable.
It's not going to be the same, no. I mean, like we say, 64 came out, years, not long after this.
Well, this is, and obviously at this point, technology is advancing quite quickly. Yeah. 10 years later, it's advancing extremely quickly. So 10 years later, blah, 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 till
I mean, like, how long do you think was it until you looked at Reboot and was like, oh, that's a bit lame?
Looked at it, it can't have been long. It's amazing that it went till 2000. Really. Yeah. I mean, I wonder what those episodes look like, the later ones. They must look better.
They've got to, wouldn't they?
But, because the thing is as well, what Toy Story came out 95.
Is that right?
Yeah.
If they know.
They're worlds apart.
Yeah, they are.
which I think there was. You got to remember, it's another thing you take a lot for granted. Back then, TV was always crapper than what was on the films.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't expect. You wouldn't be like, why isn't this like Toy Story? You just expect this. Well, this is TV.
It's TV.
Now you don't have that problem.
No,
do you? It's like
there's no
everything's
line,
as
is
good.
there?
No,
Yeah.
it's just time. That's basically the amount of time spent on something, really. But I do think the concept, like I said before, is advanced.
Yeah.
It's just not for the visuals.
No.
I think for when you look at it from its time as well, everything like the characters I do think are good, and they're not just they've thought about something like just like in the diner. Well, I don't really know how much the fact that the diner's run by some French robot thing.
Yeah.
And this is
Cecil.
a bit. Yeah, is that his name?
Yeah,
Cecil,
Cecil,
the French robot TV with hands. But there's a really weird bit at the end where they're talking and laughing in the cafe or what. And then he pops out and he comes like right in your face. You can tell they were like, this is 3D, so let's make it 3D. And he's like pushing the screen back and he's like, oh, I am not programmed for cleaning up. And you're like, where's the mess?
Yeah.
And then it cuts out, and then it like you go out of the building, and the building falls apart.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I didn't. It was really like, when you wonder if you've missed something.
Yeah.
I was like, was I taking notes and I missed something? Or...
No, I don't think. I was like, what?
Yeah. Because it was, I don't know. That was a weird gag.
But
maybe it was just to show the stuff they could do.
Yeah.
They were just like, we want a bit where he's pushing the screen.
Yeah.
Because I suppose if it was 3D back then, it would be like, oh wow, this looks so
maybe
good.
Megabyte's like gangster underlings had like absolutely compromised the integrity of the building, and it just
maybe secretly you are one of his underlings.
Huh?
That's why he's pushing you out. Yeah. Food for thought.
Yeah.
Food for thought. But yeah, they are good characters. Good characters. I was quite happy with them. Even if some of the voice acting was a bit
dirty.
shots. It was just overall premise was fair. It was just that it is the trouble, isn't it, of where you lie on. Do you look at it as like, well, now it's not good enough?
Yeah.
Or do you look at it as like, for the time, it was well ahead?
But I mean, I suppose it's got to last.
It's got to be, and that is it is the test of time. This is what we're doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do they last? Well, you'll have to find out in a few moments.
Toon Jam. Toon Jam.
So time to pass.
Segment time, not judgment.
Oh,
chill out.
I'm so ready for the judgment.
Get on this segment. I mean, we've got a couple of segments on this show that we're working on. We're going to show you soon, but how could I not do Reboot segment? My God, it's dead. We need a reboot.
Reboot!
Reboot for the reboot.
For Reboot. Have to visit it. Have to go back to it. There's no way we're avoiding it, guys. So, Mr. J-Man, Reboot. First of all, before we get into what we think, fill us in on a bit of Reboot news.
Well, Reboot has actually been rebooted.
This year.
2018. The streaming service, world-renowned, the Reed Hastings masterpiece that is Netflix, has officially done a reboot of Reboot, which features not just CGI, but live action.
Which is what you always wanted in Reboot. You were always like, this first ever CG program, why is there no live action?
I remember thinking that myself.
Always thought it was on everyone's mind. Why have they even bothered with any CG when you could use people?
You could just put people in this.
Why bother even having a cartoon?
Yeah.
Why do we make cartoon? Why bother even having people? Why do we just go outside?
Why do we have computers?
What's the point? So go on.
And so the Reboot is now available to watch on Netflix, and it follows.
Do you know how many episodes?
10 episodes, I believe.
10 episodes.
It follows teens at a high school who enter the internet and are picked specifically for their stamina and brain power and other abilities of
agility.
Stealth and agility
was one of them.
Yes, which questionable.
The show features Megabyte.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feature any other characters?
I don't know, but
definitely features Megabyte.
It does feature some questionable dialogue and some very just.
Well, we watched the first
5 minutes.
5 minutes accidentally because we thought it was a trailer.
Yeah.
And genuinely, it plays like a trailer. The first 5 minutes.
That should set off alarm bells ringing. If you watch the first 5 minutes of of a movie and you think you're watching the trailer.
Yeah, without having watched more than 5 minutes of the reboot. So this is purely on the first 5 minutes. My thumbs are so down.
Yeah.
That I've struck oil.
You are fracking with your thumb.
My thumbs are so down that there are people in Australia saying, "What are his thumbs up about?"
Yeah.
Because they're so far down.
That's how far down they are.
What a stupid crap. It
was painful to watch.
Poor production.
So if you enjoy,
there is a reboot.
There is a reboot of Reboot,
which obviously we had to look this. We looked it up. That we were going to talk about.
Could it be rebooted?
Surely Reboot could be rebooted. That was the point that we were going to make.
Because it's only the tech that's holding it back, really.
Why not make a new? You could make a film of this. You can make a TV series. You can make anything. It's rife for plucking. They did a Tron 2.
Yeah, and that did fairly well.
I think it did reasonably well. They were going to do a second one, but then it just pattered out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't for monetary reasons.
I enjoyed Tron 2.
So did I. Why can't we have a new reboot? Well, I'll tell you why. Because Netflix decided to turd all over it.
Yeah, that's right. It is a disaster.
So now, knowing that there is one out at the moment, what do you think? Do you think we'll get another one?
Probably not.
Never.
Probably because of the way that the industry works now. I think because they're a bunch of fraidy cats.
Yeah.
And they don't want to take risks.
And it's true. All we get is, I mean, this whole segment. The point is.
Yeah.
All we get is reboots and sequels.
Regen.
So, regen segment.
That's
so
it.
what? So, is that it? Is that
That's
it?
In it did badly. No, you can't. No one can go to somebody and be like, "Oh, look, this did well."
What they'll be saying is, "Yeah, but no one watched it," and like, "Yeah, but it was crap." Doesn't matter if it's crap. No one watched it.
Yeah.
And the problem that's the problem, isn't it? That people. It's that I suppose people are watching the crap ones still.
Yeah.
So where's the line? I mean, that's the trouble. I sort of. Fair enough. I'm aware everyone's got different tastes, and that's fine. But what makes people go crazy over watching? I don't know. Think of something that's been rebooted that did well. Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Yeah.
Okay. People. I mean, I don't know how crazy people went for Power Rangers, but
it
did well enough.
Yeah.
But not this. Like, where's the quality level? Where's the point where people are like, that's bad?
Yeah.
Because I know mine. For me, there's none of them. I mean, I'm not fussed because I'm not complaining about Power Rangers or anything like that. All I'm saying is I know that what I'd enjoy and what I won't. Fair enough. I don't like that, but I don't know who the new reboot is marketed towards.
No, neither do I. Because I don't think they ever really.
Maybe this is the problem.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we didn't even know about. Well, I remember reading about it.
Yeah.
And then when it came out, I thought that obviously is something else called Reboot.
Yeah, you just don't assume it's related because, I mean, straight away because it's live action. So you're like, oh, well, that's obviously not
poor decisions, isn't it? I mean, maybe if they'd have made one that was just as bad but all CG, people might have enjoyed it. People might have watched it still.
But that's
is the point of a reboot? Is it making something new but while still remaining 80% true to the source?
Yeah,
at least.
I mean, at least with something like this, it was the first CGI like TV series. Why change that fact? That is what it's known for.
This is Reboot's whole purpose, whole existence.
Yeah,
was about. It was CG about being in a computer. There's nothing more CG.
That's it.
It would be like taking Tron and making it Wimbledon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, well,
yeah.
Who wants to watch that? It would be like taking Jumanji and making it a video game.
Yeah, who wants to watch that?
Unreal.
Ridiculous.
Madness.
So I don't know who makes these decisions, but there needs to be a new era. They need to be pushed.
I'm not against. That's the thing. If I heard they were making before I heard they were making reboot. If I'd heard they were making a full CG reboot of Reboot,
I'd be interested.
I'd be happy about the reboot.
I'd be like,
I'm going to go watch Reboot. But alas, 'tis not the case.
So
what we're saying.
So basically,
Again, I mean, as always with this, you can never say never. Yeah. But we probably won't see one for a long time.
No, I think that just judging by the first 5 minutes, that has mucked.
Do you reckon at least another 10 years?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Least. To a point where this one, well, I mean, this one's already forgotten, so it might not take that long.
That's true.
But there you go. So,
not looking good for reboot.
Unfortunate, but it's test time.
The judgment has arrived.
Time for judgment. So, what do you think? Where are you? Thumbs up, good stuff. Thumbs down, that's really bad. Shaky middle. I'm not sure.
For me, because of how dodgy it looks now, and because of the subject matter, I'm gonna have to say thumbs up.
Yeah, that was an easy one, mate. I knew what you were doing on that one. You didn't get me this week.
Thumbs up for me. I gotta say that when I was younger, I had a lucid dream about Reboot, and actually had a glitch on my arm. I chose to walk up.
So that was something we didn't cover.
No.
He has a glitch on his arm that does loads of stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of the break. I chose to go to the local Hollywood movie store's video shop and use a chain gun to shoot empty VHS boxes off the wall.
Nice.
Yeah.
So because of that dream,
but that is
you
how
were
much.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. So that is how much Reboot was instilled in my consciousness. That even when I had free choice in my dreams, I chose to live in Reboot. But that aside, I still think that the concept would translate even more so today. Now that everybody is deep into the internet. Yeah. Like, I think it's crazy of how forward thinking it was.
It's one of those shows, isn't it, where it really it was ahead of its time.
It really was, like, to the point where I think it hindered it, because I think half of the stuff they talked about, everyone was like, what? They thought it was just cartoon speak. Yeah. But it was actually quite clever. Yeah. So thumbs up from me.
Yeah.
What say thou?
It's a good question. It's a hard tussle for me. Because I did like it, but I don't particularly have memories of the episodes. Right. So there's not really a gleaming nostalgia factor, other than the fact that I remember it. Yeah. And I had some of the toys. But it is, like I say, forward thinking. And you have to take in mind that for the time, it looked good. Yeah. But it doesn't now. No. So for that reason, I had to think about it. But still, I am thumbs up because. No, it's good. It's good. The concept is so good. Like, whether even if you take out the fact that it's ahead of its time and it's, groundbreaking in multiple ways, it's just a cool concept. It's just fun. So I say, like earlier, like Ready Player One. Yeah. It's pretty similar to this. In its concept, and that was, it's the coolest thing about these things is that you can imagine being able to go in, and I mean, it's not. I don't know if the concept itself, on a bare bones level, anything new, because Tron was before it, and that is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
But they expanded on it to enough to have its own stuff, and enough for it to be again something groundbreaking. And sometimes it looks okay, which for saying how bad it looks most of the time is enough for you to be like, you forget sometimes, like, and as well, like, even though it looks bad, some of their expressions,
the faces need a lot of
but it just makes you laugh.
It does,
because they're so slow to react to things, and it kind of adds to the sort of charm of it.
It does,
no, I did really like it, and it's weird that they made a bad new version of it, because
it's upsetting, really, because I think that was the prime.
It just seems almost easy to make. You've got it all there.
Yeah.
They've got like this first episode. So we've watched a few first episodes, and a lot of them sort of explain everything without actually really giving you an idea. So let's say like Earthworm Jim, episode 1. The story was flaky at best, but it was funny is what the point was, and you got to know the characters. Whereas this, you get the characters, you get the story, which is clearly going to carry on. They can do one-off episodes, or they can explain. They've got the characters feel like they've got back, like he's a guardian. We don't know much about that. There's obviously more to it. It feels the scope's huge.
Yeah, it is definitely, and like you say, each game can be different. So
and that's really look at the reboot about these kids immediately taking out half the scope. Like in a
purpose of it
in a shot,
because this is essentially like, it sort of gets your mind thinking about, it's like Toy Story in a video game, because it's like, what happens
the bits
when
are alive,
the things are alive, they have
genuine danger for them as well, like they can like you can level out parts of
when you
city.
play a video game, it's like you're playing against other sentient beings, and
anything that makes you think about normal things,
it brings life to something inanimate.
Then it's it's obviously making you, it's affecting you somehow. So it's an effective show. So there you go. 2 thumbs up on a roll. So thank you for joining us. If you agreed with us, disagreed with us, have any requests for future episodes, please feel free to get in touch over the rebooty internety jobby. Send us your sprites at
Toon Jam Pod
on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and why not join us on Patreon? You can either send us a very, very small amount, just help us keep the lights on, or maybe you want to splash out to a still fairly small amount and get some bonus episodes. We talk about films and feature length and one-off, one-shot episodes, and you get a couple of them a month. So
why not?
Why not? But I mean, otherwise, if you're enjoying it, rate, review, tell your friends, and most importantly, thank you for listening. Hope you have enjoyed another Toon Jam. So until next time, stay jammy.
Hey everyone, thank you for listening to Toon Jam. And if you want to continue to help us out, you can help us by jumping over to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/toonjampod. And if you can rate and review us everywhere you listen to your podcasts, so on iTunes or on the Android apps, that'll be a massive help too. Thank you, and stay jammy.